The Vice Chancellor, ably represented by the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Provost of the Postgraduate, the Dean, Basic Medical Science, all professors, all protocol. I will be looking at literature review in such work. So just a brief outline. Just a brief outline because literature review has two formats. It has the in format and the on format. You be on literature review and can be in literature. When you are in literature review, you have to find out the gaps that are missing in your areas of interest. And after locating those gaps, you can now look at what you eventually arrive at or what you make. So I'm going to look at it from the what is literature review, then objective of literature review, then how you can really write your literature review, and now conclude with the mystery of the literature review. What is literature review? The literature review is like a search. It's like an evaluation that is available in existing literature that will now synchronize into meeting the need of the gap we want to fill. It is like a document that really puts out the importance of what people have done in the area we want to go. The literature review is a study that is a study, or more importantly, like a survey of what people have done in that your area. Just like the last week I mentioned, said you use the funnel time, we start from the global to it's coming down from the world to your continent, to your country, and to your environment. So is you survey everything and look at it in such a way that you can now put them together and derive a gap or what has not been done about your area of interest, and you now specify that thing that has not been done, how it is a problem, and how you can solve that problem. So the literature review will help you to examine all these findings, outlining them and bringing out what actually will conform with what you want to do and how you can now use them to step up what you are about to do or what you the research you are undertaking. So the objective of literature review, it helps you to survey your literature or the existing literature in your choosing area of study. For instance, as a geologist, we say we want to look at petroleum resource in a particular basin. You are going to look at that basin. Is it a cratonic basin or intercratonic basin? Is it an inland basin or is it an open basin? If it is an open basin, then you look at literature of what people have done about petroleum resource in open basin. How is your basin related to what people have done in open basin in the world, in Africa, and in your area of study? Then you can now, after you do all this survey, you can know what they did and what you are going to do. How can you derive part from what they did, and how can this push you forward in what you are about to do? So literature review will, number two, will help you to synthesize all this information, and you can now summarize all this information, bringing them into recency of what you are about to do. At this junction, you need to survey even old literature. You survey old literature, bring them to the recent literature, see the missing gap between the old one and the recent one, and how you can now derive the old and move forward. So a literature review basically will critically bring open you to ability to gather the information and enable you to identify the gaps in previous work or in existing literature. You can now identify it, know the current trend, and now synchronize both the current trend with the old trend, and now bring out what you are about to do. So it will now help you to know whether there are limitations in the theories, whether there are limitations in the evaluation of the past. Bring out those limitations and now work on those limitations, project those limitations in such a way that you have to provide solution to problem in that area. So it also helps you to present your research in an organized manner. It helps you to project the significance of your study in a manner that even a layman will understand. So by the time you go through all this existing literature, relating them to the current literature that you have also looked at, it will now help you to demonstrate a kind of familiarity with what you are about to do. It will help you to demonstrate the familiarity with the body of knowledge, and it will establish the credibility of your work. So literature review is important for you to be on it so that you can be able to summarize all prior researches and say how those prior researches is linked with your own and project your own in a line of a recent finding. It also helps you to integrate all what has been done into a particular position that you can actually fix what you are going to do, and it will help you to know the kind of problem you are solving and help you to write well about the problem you are solving. So how do you go about it? How do you go about it? The first thing is to choose your topic. The first thing is to choose your research area. Your research area should not be too limited. It should not be too comprehensive. It must be all encompassing, but it must not be too wide in a sense that you cannot finish within a limited period of time that you are allocated. The task you will engage in must be, or your research must be within a physical time. For full time, you are having three sessions. For a part time, you are having 4 sessions. So you don't fix what you cannot do within that limited time. Of course, your supervisor will have guided you in the direction of your research. Went from your bench work to your writing and eventually submitting your thesis. So in doing that, your research should be specific, and your literature review will help you to establish the specificity of this research. When you go to, you know which problem you are about to solve, and how can you provide solution to this problem in such a way that, okay, if I'm going to do this, is it not too much? For instance, just as I said earlier, you are looking at evaluating the basic one. You know, if are you going for source rock investigation, how is base rock producing oil? Is that what you are going into? How will it take you? What experiment are you carry out in this area? Or are you going for basic analysis? Because if you are going for basic analysis, you will pass all the events that are taking place in that basic, the hydrocarbon potential and life. This might be too wide for you to cover within this stipulated time allocated to you. So by going through the literature of everything you can see, you can now bring out the particular area you want to do so that you can complete it within the time that is allocated in that study. The next thing is to define your research scope. You know the boundary. I'm not going across this line. I know the line I want to stop. So if any question is asked, you can be able to say, well, it's a job that another person can do, but your own research ended at this boundary. You must be able to draw a boundary in through your literature review. It will help you to be specific, to answer a particular specific question, and it will also help you to know the number, minimum and maximum number of research journals, books, and the like that you go into. The third thing is for you to identify the kind of literature you are going to do. So you need to search broadly. And in searching, you need to do it through scholarly books. You need to go through journal articles. You need to even go into all the thesis, all the dissertation. You look at them. You read about what people have done. You read about what people have done in journals, in books, and the like. So the next thing is for you to look for references and bibliography. You write them out, and then you can know the type of journal to cite. Of course, if you are looking for, maybe you are looking for something like you are looking at, for instance, you are looking at grade size. In geology, you are looking at grade size. You can look at who are in the area of sedimentology. Who you can key their name into your Google search. And when you key their name into your Google search, it will bring out some of the work that they have done. From there, you can go on to develop an understanding of how grain size evaluation is being done and the like, and you can now project and see how you can really fit into what you are doing. There are a lot of citation tips that you can use. So you need all these references, you need to mind them, bring them all together, because at the end of the day, it will help you in your references. You can use your published scholars, the next thing is to critically analyze the literature. Critically analyze the literature. Just like I have mentioned before. So a critical analysis of your literature can be done by you collecting all topics that are similar, or that are familiar to the areas you intend to work in. So when you look at all those topics, all those journal titles and like related to, for instance, if you are saying you are writing anything in economics, there may be some work in other area that is even different from the area that you can even get some. So you need to look at all this. All the sources you now gather, you need to bring them together, read them, summarize them, see how they have they can have impact, or how they have relationship to what you are about to do. And when all these resources, when you now have them, you need to categorize them. The fifth thing you need to do, categorize them. Know their roles. How is their role similar to your own? How is their role having impact on what you are going to do? So you can do this, you can do them chronologically by arranging them in years. You arrange them in years from the oldest to the most recent. You can also arrange them according to their taste, according to their title. You can arrange them also according to the method individuals use in their work. And now by that arrangement, you can now say, okay, this one is working on this. What is the method he used? This one work on this. What is the method he used? This method and this method are they similar to what I want to do? Do they have relationship with what I want to do? Then you can now take part of this, take part of this. If I take part of this and take part of this method, take part of this method, it can give me a new method that I can eventually use in arriving at what I'm about to do. So at this junction, you must do a thorough evaluation, because once your method is wrong, your result cannot be right. Once your method is wrong, your result cannot be right. In science, we say once your sampling is wrong, then what are you doing? If somebody has worked and you collected sample, and you cannot explain how you collect that sample, and you cannot give us the logic behind the collection of that sample, then the entire thing is, no matter your method, the entire thing is done. So once you arrange them, if you are working in other areas, as it's not science, you look at theoretical, philosophical, all these approaches, these different areas, you bring them together into a repository that you can actually point and say, this is this, this is this, this is this. So person did, so person did, this person did that, that one did that. At the end of the day, they were not able to do this. This that they are not able to do is what I want to do. And what I'm doing is limited to school. So those are what will guide in actually writing your literature review at the end of the experiment. So in conclusion, I will talk about the mystery of literature review. And the mystery of literature review is aim of literature review, because the essence of literature review is for you to find a missing gap in your area of interest. Once a gap, your research cannot fill a gap, or once your research cannot provide solution to a problem, then something is wrong, or that research is inadequate. So, for you to do this, there are certain steps you need to take. There are steps you need to take, and this step will help you to identify the research gaps. And until you have that research gap that you want to fill, your research is incomplete. Once you go through your literature review, you select questions of interest. Okay, what has this man done? What was the final outcome of what he did? All these questions you need to ask yourself. What am I about to do? What am I derived, or which sense can I get from what this man has done? These are questions you need to ask yourself, and these are what will motivate you into the kind of search you are going to do. So, if you are able to successfully answer this question, then you can now sit down and look at journals or books or literatures that have actually addressed those issues, but are able to put an answer to those gaps that found missing. So by so doing, you can now be able to bring out your own topic or your own title. That okay, this my title that I'm bringing out is going to solve this problem. If somebody has done the work, for instance, in Niger Delta, for the area to which that person did that work in Niger Delta, they discover hydrocarbon in that area. I can go and look at what he has done, which method he used, look at the various formations he highlighted. And now I want to work in chart basic. I want to work in chart basic to see, because I want to see if we have a carbon 2 in the chart basic. So going through all what you have done, looking at the various formations, and then similar to what I have in chart basic through literature. What is the stratigraphic setup of chart basic? Is it similar to that of Niger Delta? Which particular strata did they get the hydrocarbon? And we have that kind of strata at this. Is it very at the same depth and the same depth? And this one is very. Is it the same depth that is very at this particular chart basic that I'm looking at? It is when I'm able to answer those questions that I can now go and be looking at literature concerning what people have done in chart basic. I bring it up. Have anybody done what I'm about to do, or my area in my interest now? Has anybody covered that? If it has not been done, then I can now go ahead to do that. So there are various types of gap, conceptual gap, and the like. I think this one was done in the last program. So thank you very much for this.